Good day class, we are Group 4 and today we will talk about one of the most important lessons in physical science, chemical bonding. Chemical bonding is what connects atoms to form the things around us, like the air we breathe, the food we eat, and the objects we use every day. In this lesson, we will explain what chemical bonding means, talk about its two main types, ionic and covalent bonding, and give some examples and simple solving. But before we start, let's first review how we can know if an element is metal or non-metal in the periodic table. Metals are found on the left and middle part of the periodic table. They are shiny, can be shaped easily, and are good conductors of heat and electricity. Non-metals are found on the right side of the periodic table. They are usually dull, can break easily, and are full conductors. Between them is a diagonal line called stair-step line. The elements near that line are called metalloids. They have traits of both metals and non-metals. So, if we know where an element is on the periodic table, madali nating malalaman kung ito ay metal o non-metal. And that helps us know what kind of bond it can form. Let's begin our discussion and learn how atoms work together to form matter. Now, let's start by knowing what a chemical bond is.
A chemical bond is a force that holds atoms or ions together in a compound. It happens because atoms want to be stable, meaning they want to have a full set of electrons in their outer shell. This is called the octet rule. Ibig sabihin, gusto ng atoms na magkaroon ng 8 electrons sa outermost shell nila para maging stable. Chemical bonding is important because it explains how elements join together to form different substances around us. After learning the meaning of chemical bonding, let's now go to the first type, the ionic bond. An ionic bond happens when one atom gives or transfers electrons to another atom. This usually happens between a metal and a non-metal. The metal loses electrons and becomes a positive ion in cation, while the non-metal gains electrons and becomes a negative ion or anion. These opposite changes attract each other, forming a strong bond. In short, nagkakaroon ng bonding dahil sa attraction ng positive at negative ions. To understand better, let's look at one example.
For example, let's form sodium chloride. Sodium is a metal with 1 valence electron, and chlorine is a non-metal with 7 valence electrons. Sodium gives its 1 electron to chloride. After that, sodium becomes positive and chlorine becomes negative. Because they have opposite charges, they attract each other and form an ionic compound, NaCl, which we can call table salt. So, in ionic bonding, electrons are transferred from one atom to another to make both atoms stable. Now that we understand ionic bonding, let's move on to the next type, covalent bonding.
Covalent bonds happen when two or more metal atoms share electrons instead of transferring them. By sharing, both atoms become stable. Covalent bonds can be single, double, or triple, depending on how many pairs of electrons are shared. Common examples include water, oxygen gas, and carbon dioxide. Kaya sa covalent bonding, walang nagbibigay o kumukuha ng electrons. Nag-share lang sila para mag-stable pareho. Let's look at one simple example to see how it works.
Let's form water or H2O. Hydrogen has 1 valence electron and oxygen has 6. Oxygen needs 2 more electrons to be complete, so it shares 1 electron with each hydrogen atom. After sharing, both hydrogen and oxygen become stable. The sharing creates 2 single covalent bonds. In the Lewis structure, it looks like this. As you can see, there's no transfer, only sharing of electrons. Now that we've learned both types of bonding, let's compare them.
Let's compare ionic and covalent bonding. Ionic bonds happen between metals and non-metals. Covalent bonds happen between non-metals. In ionic bonding, electrons are transferred. Covalent bonding, electrons are shared. Ionic compounds form crystal and have high melting points. Covalent compounds are often gases and liquids and have lower melting points. Kaya kahit pareho silang chemical bonds, magkakaiba sila kung paano nabubuo at sa properties nila. Finally, let's make a short summary of everything we discussed.
Summarize, chemical bonding is a process that connects atoms to form compounds. There are two main types: ionic bonding, where electrons are transferred, and covalent bonding, where electrons are shared. By learning about chemical bonding, we understand how matter is formed and why different substances have different characteristics.